Baby, it's cold outside.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing with Winter Cursed Rider. He's a 2-mana 3/2 that has Ward and gives all your artifacts Ward, pay 2 life. You can also use his Exhaust ability once to exile cards out of your graveyard, specifically artifacts, to give non-artifact creatures -X/-X. This is kind of like having a board wipe in your command zone that costs a bunch of mana, has summoning sickness, and has a very, very specific prerequisite. It also doesn't hit artifacts, which means that if your opponent is playing artifact creatures, it doesn't really work. But it's great if you can fill up your own graveyard with artifacts, which you can easily do with some of the self-milling artifacts like Palantir of Orthanc or Mesmeric Orb. Or you can just wait for your opponent to kill your creatures because they'll have to. Or you can just keep putting cards into your own graveyard, ones that sacrifice themselves like Mishra's Bauble, or you can sacrifice them yourself using Tarian's Journal, which it itself is an artifact. We're using some unusual artifact synergies in order to get lots of artifacts into play and getting affinity for artifacts so we can get discounts, make giant Kappa Cannoneers, and even give everything affinity using Tezzeret Master of the Bridge. Because we're exiling our artifacts from the graveyard, we can even use Karn, the Great Creator, to bring those cards back and play them again. So let's take Winter into the queue and see if it's truly the winter of our opponent's discontent. Sidisi, Brood, Tyrant, they're going to be milling themselves. And this is not a terrible start because I have a curve. I go Candy Trail, Winter, Sigh, and then hopefully I'll be able to play the Kappa Cannoneer. Ooh, or to lead better into the Kappa Cannoneer. You'll play the Patchwork Automaton. Hello, Tithing Blade. Or that. Sidisi is all about getting single cards put from your deck into your graveyard. Because if you do, and it's a creature, you get a zombie. Sidisi's fun. She's like one of those Sultai decks that's like doing Sultai at its truest. Filling up the graveyard. Also reanimating things from the graveyard. That part's a little scarier. There's probably going to be a lot of self-mill and then some symmetrical mill, like orbs. I'm going to go for the Tithing Blade over Winter or the Patchwork Automaton here. And that's getting me very close to the Kappa Cannoneer. I can't play it next turn, but I can play it the turn after. Satyr Wayfinder. I ain't no hater of that Satyr. They saw 4 lands, sort of. Only 3 of them count for the Satyr. I guess you could take the Forsaken Crossroads here because you can use it to scry unless you have a 1-drop to play, which I don't think they do because they led with a 2-drop. Yep, Forsaken Crossroads. Unless you like needed basic types, then Forest, but they already have a Forest. Yeah, Sidisi gets a lot of play in paper because she's cool. I feel like going for Sigh or Winter or Beetle. Let's go Sigh. So my ideal next turn is going to be, we have the Sigh out, and I use either Virus Beetle or Patchwork Automaton. That will get me 2 artifacts for 2 mana, and then I can Kappa Cannoneer. Kaga, things getting milled can be played. Well, one of them can be. Maybe I'll go for the Overseer instead. Now let's go for the Virus Beetle. Sweet little chumpy blocker. Sadly, you can't improvise for colored mana, so I can't play the other 2-drops first. But still, Kappa Cannoneer kicks butt. This is such a good card. It's huge, it's unblockable, it's hard to remove because it has Ward 4 for some reason. This is a card I feel that was made in the era of we're Wizards of the Coast and we're trying to figure out what ward costs to use. Which sometimes is, we've made a horrible mistake. She has Death Touch. They have either Murderous Rider or Bajuka Bog. I have no Bog to Bajuka, but it's still free lands. Aetherspark. We make a pile, a face down and a face up. Okay, yeah. This, when they like flip this battle, becomes a clone of a creature in the graveyard. Okay. I just didn't want to have to deal with reach. I don't think that's that much of a reach. Am I feeling winter yet? Add more ward? Nah. Just keep going super wide with the Kappa Cannoneer. The more artifacts I cast, the more artifacts I get, and the bigger the Kappa Cannoneer is going to get in. Nice. That's 11 damage. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, I know some people are going to watch this video and the, like, damaged effect on all the cards, because I am recording this on April Fool's Day, is going to tilt some people. I accept that. I know that. But this is the day I had to record, so we're recording. Hi, Shieldred. I like the look of this deck because it looks like a Muldrotha deck. Like a good Muldrotha deck, not like a mean Muldrotha deck. A value Muldrotha deck. Self-milling for the killin'. I really hope that Sidisi comes out, though. I could quadruple block that. But I have so much damage this next turn with the Overseer. Alright, I need a, I need something to enter here. So this becomes unblockable. Okay, awesome. Activate you. And then you and you. And I think that's lethal. Yeah, I don't get to see Sidisi because I just have lethal. Nice. Good game. Nicol, Bolas, God, Pharaoh. Possibly some crime in our midst. Nicol Bolas is here to take cards out of my deck, and it has to control the game while he does so. I will start with this as a land, my Fell the Profane here. Nicol Bolas is usually crime. Sometimes it's just control, though. I'm saying that because I think there's a rule about playing this as a commander, and that rule is, if you are playing this as your commander, you cannot use the +1 ability or the -12 ability unless your opponent literally cannot be targeted and has nothing to be targeted. It's an emergency. You can only use the +1 if you have no other choice. Okay, so at least it is crime. I can tell that because that's a thought string analyst. I'll play Psy, followed by Mishra's Bauble. It might even be my list, because I play a lot of this dude. I don't have any of the affinity cards in my hand now, so I'm going to Bauble, see what's on top. It's Chromatic Lantern. I draw from my deck Tithing Blade. I could have also looked at what's on the top of my deck to see what they were stealing. That would have been cute. Or tried to, like, play around the stolen cards. And they lost. They did lose life this turn, so I know it wasn't a land. The Cyclonic Rift will give me stolen cards back, though, from Thought String Analyst. Oh, by the way, if you've never seen this card before, it's Bob, but it steals your opponent's cards. It's very fun. I love it. I love it so much that I'm considering not killing it here, and I'm also considering cloning it here. It's like the reverse Bob, the reverse double Bob. Yeah. Forge Fire Automaton. When I start getting creatures in my graveyard, I might be able to bring them back. Chromatic Lantern. Nice. Get that fix in. Get that ramp. Ooh, Nicol Bolas. I guess I'll drop Phyrexian Metamorph, because that is a 0 power creature, which I can then bring back with Forge Fire Automaton and make a copy of Nicol Bolas. But mine has 3 power because of the perpetual change from this. That's cute! Tithing Blade lets me take out one of the 2. I might play Winter just to give some ward. But right now, Sai is doing a great job holding the line. They don't want to lose any more life stealing my cards. That's fair. I want land, and they got rid of the thing that's stealing off the top. Triumphant Getaway. That is going to be heisting me twice and also draining my life when they cast heisted cards. Yeah, so far, this is a 1-for-1 of my Nicol Bolas deck. Love to see crime in action. They got 2 non-lands out of my deck. That's my signet. I can tell because they already have one. And this is a singleton format. Playing Winter. Ward me up. I'm trying to get a counterspell baited onto Winter because he is not a threat. They have 1 creature. He's just like, he's Ward, which is annoying, and it's 2 life, which does add up. But if this is my deck, it has like 4 different spells, counter spells in it. Ooh. Okay. I can't stop that. I could sacrifice them to Sai, but I'd rather get rid of this Nicol Bolas so I can attack him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage in. Hi, Nicol Bolas. You stole Kappa Cannoneer. Dang, that's like one of the best cards in my deck. And I wasn't going to be able to cast it for cheap with these. It's not as useful if you don't have artifacts. Oh, but they also said stolen this. Yeah, the life is swinging. Look at them life totals go. Because these are both artifacts, Winter does not hurt them. How dare he? I am a little short of rifting them both back into my hand. I could rift just one, and it would be Unctus. I think that's a pretty good move, because it's going to increase the damage from my Thopters. So I take it. All my artifact creatures are getting +1/+1, and I'm going to swing at their face for 8. Ignore Bolas, hit face. They steal again, getting a simulacrum synthesizer. Nice. They gain 2 life, they scry, and now if they play another artifact with a mana value 3 or greater, they're gonna get a big construct, because they have a lot of artifacts right now. They also have 7 unblockable damage. I'm close to lethal, because remember, Nicol Bolas does have that -4. Saying good game. I'm gonna go in with everyone. And are we good? Oh, we're good. GG, Nikki B. Soul of Windgrace. They're going to be taking lands out of the graveyard and putting them under their control from either player's graveyard. This is an okay start. I can make them discard a land, which they'd be bringing back. I have some ramp. I have sacrifice. But it all works out pretty nicely. I think I'll just start with Winter. He's a 3/2. Maybe he'll get a hit in. If they played a creature like a Landward Elf or something on turn 1, I would have gone for Tithing Blade. Okay, Bloom Tender. That taps for 3 if they have Soul of Windgrace out. So let's make sure that they don't have it. I will Otawara, Arcane Signet, Tithing Blade. I tried to play cool utility artifacts in this deck so I could sacrifice them later, use them to count towards all of the affinity, and just, you know, generally have fun with them because they're cool cards, and we're playing Dimir artifacts. They have a fetch land in the graveyard, which means they will always have something to fetch. I should have also mentioned, this Memorial to War is a repeatable land destruction for Soul of Windgrace. You play it, or bring it back with Soul of Windgrace, destroy a land, and do it again and again and again. Oh, speaking of destroying artifacts, I'm surprised I went for the Signet over the Seat, but sure. Make you discard. swinging in with Winter, and since I don't have any of the cards that care about, like affinity, the number of artifacts I have, I'll just sacrifice it to the journal. Get myself cards. The land also has ward. They all have ward, because they're all artifacts. Okay, Soul of Windgrace now chillin', hanging, vibing. I'm just looking for stuff. They'll be able to destroy, say, Tarian's journal. Oh, I guess I could have saved the flipping, but I don't really want to get rid of all of that.
I started this war, and I intend to finish it once and must double my efforts.
That's weird to see, Ancient Grudge. Yeah, the ward cost on all these is just life, though. And it's the same on all the artifacts, as long as Winter's in play. Okay, right now 3 in the graveyard. 1 more and I can use Winter's ability. And then try to get stuff out with Karn. But I feel like they might grudge the journal. I wonder if they would do it after my draw step to maximize the pain. Rampant growth. Oh, they're rampant. Also, Soul of Windgrace could just use that for its abilities. Gaining life, drawing cards, becoming indestructible. Okay, there's the ancient grudge, second half. My poor artifacts. I guess I can wait until they go to attacks and then do it. No, I don't want to destroy my land, Karn. How nice of you to ask. They're discarding Cavern of Souls. Remember, they have that land destruction available, too. They're discarding another land. And now, as they go to attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we kill, or try to kill, Soul of Windgrace. Because this is -X, -X, the indestructible ability doesn't work. And Soul of Windgrace returns and gets another land back. It's going to be Thornspire Verge. You have played a lot of lands. Okay, Nettlecyst does not actually make a creature land, so are any of these ones I'd want to bring back? Tithing Blade, I guess, to kill Soul of Windgrace. Is it worth killing Karn? I'll use the Surveil ability. Unctus. I'm gonna try it.
Innovation is our advantage.
Tithing Blade. Take down Karn. Or take out Karn to take out the cat. Nettlecyst. And I'll swing in. I'm not going to bother using the ability on that. It'd be funny if the exhaust ability of Winter killed him too. Sometimes it feels like it should. Okay, so I have the choice here between shuffling my deck or keeping the Unctus on top. Every day I'm shuffling, I would rather have a land. Because Unctus, while good, isn't like locking me into lethal or anything. Oh, damn. Nation. Move my commander to the command zone. Also, I just got to show, this is why Karn is in this deck. To do that. Oh, ooh, Fanatic of Ronus. That's so much mana. Okay, let's go. Snake! Snake, with assist. Not assist, like not assisting, with assist, like a pustule, like a growth. It's big. Bigger than that, bigger than this. Yeah, Wormo, go! Ooh, refurbished familiar. Definitely want to play that first because it adds to the nettle cyst count. They have to discard. Craft this. It doesn't matter when I craft it. I'm gonna start by swinging in with the worm coil engine. This will gain them more life. Gain me a lot of life too. And I am going to use the Steel Overseer in my graveyard to turn this into a slightly different artifact. And then I'm going to move this onto the refurbished familiar. This is going to kill the worm coil engine and split it into its components. So now I have a Death Toucher and a Life Linker. It means I can block too. That's the meaning here. Escape to the wilds. They can play additional lands this turn. They can play even more additional lands this turn. They can destroy an artifact. No! My beautiful artifacts. My refurbished familiar. Oh, he was gonna be Furbin so hard. Furbin so good. They can even exile my graveyard. Hurt me. I mean, I need that graveyard. Don't do it. Don't do it, son! They did it. They did all three. They also have a Beseju, but they can't channel it. Yippee! What do you hit? They hit the Nettle Cyst, the graveyard, and then they gain the life. Curse you, flexible cards! I got defurbled. My Furbs, no! Oh my god, they reanimated the dinosaur. Okay, so now they're gaining 6 life and drawing 2 cards. Yikes. Oof. Ow. Owie, my bones. Okay, like, yeah, I can block here. I am gonna block with both. But it makes me sad. My artifact count won't do any much anymore. I thought maybe I had them on the ropes with the Sepulcher. Did our life like doubled? Candy Trail. No and no. A delicious snack. It was a land. But they don't know that. At least those guys don't have reach. But they will gain 6 life when Soul of Windgrace comes into play. I could double block Vaultborn. I only have 1 artifact here. Because Winter's not doing anything for me. Yeah, that damnation got me good. How did the Candy Trail have 3 lands in a row? Sometimes there's pockets. Oh, they're destroying a non-forest. And then they're getting a forest. Oh, sorry, they're gonna destroy a non-creature. It has reach! No! Illegal. Land destruction, no! Save me, Consuming Sepulcher! The land destruction is real. They've gotten rid of most of my mana. They're bringing everything back. I think that's gonna be a GG. Yeah, I got you for 1. Let's go, winner. I don't really have that many big swingy cards in this deck. Got like Cyclonic Rift. But, like, them's the facts. The artifacts. GG Soul, Windgrace. I'm gonna leave now, because there is no card, I think, that would stop all of that. Valgavoth, Terror Eater. I technically do have 2 mana and an Ornithopter. This is a risky keep, but I am going to keep it. Because Valgavoth is going to be a weird opponent to play against anyway. This is going to be control. They're going to be killing things, making me discard things, and ramping because they have a 9 mana commander. I expect my stuff to not stick around that long, so I'm hoping I draw to some outs or get some good creatures here. Cold Steel Heart, and the ramp begins. Black mana production is go. Use this Mox Amber to make some mana from Winter, and then Steel Overs here. See, it all works out in the end. Pretend that I also had a land. I think Rusko or Kappa Cannoneer would be a good choice. I'm going to go for Rusko because I think a board wipe is possible here. And this would at least leave me with something on the board. I'll go to combat. And you know what? I'm going to leave back both the Steel Overseer and Ornithopter because now I have 2 blue up. And even though I don't have a counterspell in my hand, my opponent doesn't know that. And sometimes when you're in Dimir colors, you gotta be like, yeah, you know what I am? I'm a Dimir. They're taking a look like, oh, do you have a mana drain? No, I don't have a mana drain. It was only a prank, bro. Yeah, some people are getting upset about these. Hey, reanimate! Oh man, I was gonna exile that from my graveyard for snacks later. These card styles to me feel very natural. Like, that's why I use this card back. Because I don't take good care of my collectibles because I'm a goober who likes to play with them. Gonna use this Polluted Delta. And grab an island. I don't need to go for anything too shocking. Bring out Tezzeret. And Tezzeret is going to be discounting the Kappa Cannoneer. I can get one or the other. I'm going to go for the Claw. The Claw! Yeah, this Affinity combined with the Improvise is what's going to do it for me here. Excellent work. And now if they swing in with that Wormcoil Engine, cool. Tezzeret can take the hit. He has 7 loyalty. Yeah, I play with my cards, and I did not use sleeves until I became a content creator. Or if I had, like, decks with 2-sided cards in them, then my, like, play group would usually be like, Amy, you put a 2-sided Angel in the Kalia deck, you need to put a sleeve on it. And I'm like, okay, Mom. More lifelink. If I double block that, they get more guys anyway. Yeah, it's a card that's showing its age. TikTok. On to clock. I did not get an artifact. I do not have any artifacts in the graveyard. I guess I'll swing in with the Kappa Cannoneer. I'll activate this. If I swung with everything, I don't believe I had lethal. Then they just block. Gain life. I'll play the swamp. I don't need no bluffins. I did have lethal? Wait, even with the life gain? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm right. Yeah. Oh, you missed the life link. Chat has once again falsely declared lethal. Sure enough. All right, so Elspeth's Nightmare has one valid target, but that target is going to cost them some life. Oh, wait. I'll wait until they pay it. Okay, excellent. And I'll use that to tick up the clock. And now that there's an artifact in my graveyard, I could actually activate Winter to shrink their attackers. So they, one of their attackers, so they get less life out of it. You want to kill Tezzeret? Sadly, I only have one card in the graveyard that's an artifact. So I can't make him small enough that he doesn't kill Tezzeret. It's tragic, I know. They still have 4 mana up, and I'm wondering if it's board wipe o'clock. Oh, it's Gary time. Okay. That's a good life point swing. Nice memory lapse. It's not an artifact, though. Oh, they're going for it. We get a couple little guys hanging out in the battlefield. If I cast this memory lapse, it will be ticking over. But I can't cast it since I didn't cast anything else here first. Bye, memory lapse. Rune-carved obelisk, just a nice mana rock. They're, I think, at Valgavoth mana for next turn. Oh, I can't discard. Sorry, Akelzots. Too hot to Zot. I can exile 3 from my graveyard. It would have killed Rusko, though, and I kind of want to keep him alive. If I had 4 and it, like, it's also killing Gary and it's killing the Grey Merchant, then I probably would have gone for it. And I am going to tick this up. And I'm going to tick it up on my turn. So I get the draw, and then I get my draw for the turn. And then, like, who knows? Maybe I'll have a 1-mana spell I can do something with here. Crisscross Akelzots. Cute. Hello? Every day I'm shuffling. Damn. That would turn you into creature. Alright, turn you from creature into land. If I damnation here, get 1 drain off Rusko. I'm also considering, like, I want to clone Valgavoth. So is that how I want to take this turn? Orb. And a board wipe. Too much lifelink. Too much life gain. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Assume they'll mill this. I just want damage on them. Boop. Oh no, my graveyard. Valgavoth time? Valgavoth time. Oh, okay, they're duressing me. They actually don't hit anything here. It's Valgavoth! Terror Eater! Hello, Moth Daddy. How you doing? Guess I'll go for the discount. Boundary Inspector. Surgical Metamorph. chill. Got a memory lapse. They can flip that over, I guess. Oh, right. Those go into exile for Valgavoth. That's actually fine. I actually forgot that Mill also would go in there. Okay, so that makes me discard. That's fine. You can take my swamp. Yeah, you pay life instead of mana, right? So this will get cute, because they're going to get the memory lapse. Orb! Wait, you also have orb? Give me something fun. 2 Valgavoths, hanging out, chilling. Of course I want to lose life. Is it morbing time for real? Alright, let's see their thoughts. Might just be a land. Mind Spike. Sure. Now I have a Mind Spike. And they have a Thoughtseize. Is this just gonna be us kissing? Going back and forth forever? This just draws me a card, I guess? Okay. I'll lose 3 life and draw a card. It'll make me happy. That'll make me happy too. We're just ping-ponging spells. Yeah, you got a problem with that? I don't think you do. I think you think this is as funny as I think it is. I'm surprised they didn't flip this over. You want to trade? I want to draw on this turn. Yeah, okay. What if we kissed inside the demon house? What if my cat came in the room and bit my foot? Phyrexian Metamorph. Is this a new protection animation? I think it is. Yeah, girl, what's up? Sorry, there's so many choices here, I'm getting overwhelmed. Also, my cat is actually in the room biting my foot. Honey bear? Honeybee? So they have to be careful about not dying to this damage. So I think they have to let me draw. I guess this will give them a copy of it, which is cute because it's free. Scraps. Yes, you're a very good girl who knows how to beg for attention extremely well. Yeah, I think this is a new animation for protection. Ooh, Professor Onyx! Hey girl, are you gonna kill my Valgavoth? Which in turn gets you a Surgical Metamorph you can't cast. They also can't cast the Thoughtseize. Until they attack. Then they can. Oh wait, no, because they don't gain life because of the One Ring. Never mind. Hey. Oh, and Orb doesn't trigger because of the One Ring as well. I have to sacrifice 3 non-land permanents, right? Okay, I do that. Oh wait, you don't generate mana right now. Never mind. Z, baby, honey, you are so in the way. It is impressive. And that is part of why I love you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love you so much, Scraps. What a nice little cat she is. I will happily sacrifice some permanents. Oh, you're heisting me? Okay. Scrap says, down with the system. I will destroy my oppressors and eat that moth. Scraps has been hunting a bug diligently. Like, legit all day. She stares into this little planter. Because she thinks she's gonna get to eat a bug. Don't worry, girl. You'll get to eat a bug one day. It made me so sad. Those don't trigger Sir Ginger because they all got exiled instead. Oh, did I need to Tarian's Journal and sacrifice the Palantir to get lethal? I actually may have needed to. Alright, so the trample goes through. Yes, wheeze. Oh no, it's still lethal. We're good. What a fun game where we both had Valgavoths. GG. The Aetherspark. The Aetherspark is also... well, it's also an artifact stack, which means that Winter's exhaustibility, once again, not going to be doing that much. Not going to stop me, though, as they go for growing their artifact creatures and other colorless creatures, equipping the Aetherspark to them, getting lots and lots of loyalty, and then adding 10 mana of any color and playing like Ulamog or something. I built Aetherspark when it came out, and it's pretty fun if you can get it to go off. It thinks that, like, part of Winter's whole thing won't be that useful here, but it should still be fun. The biggest struggle with this is that there's not a lot of removal available in colorless, so they're gonna take it where they can find it and just try to ramp and ramp and ramp into some really big, good stuff. Playing some smaller creatures that, like, you can equip to. I have this Gear Hulk here. I think that's going to be my move. Oil Deep Gear Hulk. Look at their hand or my hand. I'll look at their hand. They have a mana rock. Okay, I am going to make you drop. Do you want to get rid of their, like, one piece of removal? Yeah, you know what? There's so little removal in these colors. I'm going to get rid of the Introduction to Annihilation. Oil Deep Gear Hulk is a big lifelinker. That's why it's so nice in this deck. Also, this Aether Jacket, like, yes, it can destroy the artifacts in my deck. I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna go for Psy. Psy likes it when you cast artifacts. And this discounts my artifact spells. Oil Deep is a cool card. This sees standard play as far as I know. I'm actually going to attack with both because they're not going to want to block, I feel. Yes, it gets rid of the ward. But also, it means that you don't have anything to equip the Aetherspark to, which means I can attack the Aetherspark. And you don't want me to be able to attack the Aetherspark now, do ya? There are no cowards. Sir Ginger is trading with Winter. Winter is coming and Winter is going. There he goes, he's gone. Aether Jacket. Right now, the biggest threat artifact here is Oil Deep Gear Hulk. That does have Ward 1. Am I feeling Foundry Inspector? No, I'm feeling Winter holding up Cyclonic Rift. I think that's the biggest thing I can do. Rather than, say, growing the Patchwork Automaton. This feels like a good enough move. I'm also now, I guess, holding up Psy's ability. But if they get a land, they could go Aetherspark, equip, swing in, destroy, maybe draw. Kind of depends on what they want to do. Oh, well, I guess what they want to do is concede the game. I had a very good start with the Mox Amber with Winter to get the turn 3 oil deep. GG. Samut, Vizier of Noctamon. I like that they are the Fervent as their tag. because they are going to be passionate, so fervent, as they go hitting me in the face with hasty creatures, and also creatures generated on the same turn they attack. Why are you mulliganing over and over, Dazzler? Is there some secret Samut combo I don't know about? That was weird. Okay. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Just like really desperate to have turn 1 like ramp, I guess, for turn 2 Samut. Cool, I'm not blocking Samut. She has first strike, so you'll get to draw a card. Yeah, I know who can block her, though. If I had ordered my lands differently, this wouldn't have happened, but I ordered them the way I did. It's Rusko, Clockmaker, pain in the butt, but creator of the Midnight Clock. I have the Midnight Clock in my original brew of this deck, and I swapped it for Rusko because even though I do have a couple cards that trigger off of casting an artifact, and I have some mill, like Mesmeric Orb, where you're not going to be getting the Midnight Clock in that case, I found that it's just like, yeah, the value he gives you off casting any non-creature spell is so high that, yeah, you may as well. Wow, that's a lot of little hasty guys. So that's how you're going to be refilling your hand, is with tons of itty-bitty dudes with haste. Okay, I'll take the 2 damage from Samut. I will block the Reinforced Ronin with Rusko. They can then kill him with the Fanatical Firebrand, and guess what? I'm fine with that. Winter is weaker than this old man. But they're both pretty nasty dudes. What if I had a Samut? That wouldn't be very useful. But what if I had one anyway? I don't really need one. But it would be cool. I could use the Metamorph to become another Midnight Clock. I'm gonna go for Key instead. Thinking like make another one and then cast Orb. Ooh. Lightning Bolt, claim the Firstborn, and Demonic Tutor. I feel like Lightning Bolt, even though I don't naturally have red in this deck, is a very useful spell to have. Demonic Tutor lets me get like my board wipe or other similar removal. And I'm going to drop Mesmeric Orb because I don't think I need that many things in my graveyard to take out Samut and her friends. And they're swinging in. It's going to be another 3 damage. I want to start giving them the claw. This is my only red source, though, so the mana doesn't quite work out well for, like, I can't also hold up Lightning Bolt here. I guess I'll save it for another turn. I'll bring out Patchwork Automaton. Phyrexian Metamorph. Paying 3 and 2 life. And who do I want to become a copy of? That's also an artifact. I could go for a Samut of my very own. I'm feeling maybe Clock or Key, though. I feel like Key is just so helpful to have that that's what I'm going to copy. We got Demonic Tutor, Claim the Firstborn, and D-Spark. I'm going to go for that Demonic Tutor, and I'm going to drop the Deadly Dispute, even though that lets me sacrifice one of my artifacts. Copying the Goose lets me block the Phoenix check, which is cool. But I like the Lightning Bolt because it can cut me off from their card advantage, which is Samut. I'm pretty sure that's their main source of trying to get more cards. If I kill this, they can bring it back with one more attacker. And I guess 2 keys is too many. Ignoring the fact that I was going to be gaining like 5+ life a turn once I got that Tezzeret on the floor. Well, that was going to be fun. GG. Breya Ethereum Shaper. Just as we are 2-color artifacts, they are 4-color artifacts. I have a cheeky little counterspell in hand, a bounce spell, self-mill, and some other artifacts. The Mesmeric Orb in this deck is mostly just for fun. It's to fit the theme of, like, yeah, we want things in our graveyard. Though I've actually only activated Winter once in, like, all of the matches I've played him. I activated him a few times in Limited, but I had this weird phenomenon where, like this match, I'm matched up against an artifact stack. Breya is an artifact. She makes artifacts. She sacrifices artifacts, which means that destroying non-artifact creatures is not very useful. It's like actively unuseful. So milling myself, not a priority. Still a pretty nice hand to keep here. We got Virus Beetles. This is an odd deck where I'm actually playing Virus Beetle over the guy that makes Virus Beetles. Why does Breya look like Lady Gaga? This one looks kind of just like a fashionable woman. The other version of Breya, the original art, you can actually see through her. You can tell much more that she is, well, she's made of Ethereum. It's really cool. They discarded Sacred Foundry. Okay. They still got more lands where that came from, though. She's an Ethereum Queen. And they may also have 4 mana next turn if they ramp this turn. Which means I'd be going Mind Stone, Signet, hold up the Wash Away. Nope, no ramp. Still, there is a 1 mana rock they could play, or 2 mana one. Nope, just a 1 mana. 0 mana, I guess at this point. Chrome. And they ain't doing it. Alright, I guess I'll go for... I did not get a land. Sure did not get a land. That's fine, I don't need land. Go Winter! Oh no, they washed him away. That's fine. Winter is not integral to our play, and he's just kind of there to give ward. Thanks for using your counterspell on this, and not, I don't know, like this. Chainsaw. Aw, I wish I could put Chainsaw in this deck. I do have some artifact-based removal in this deck, kind of like Virus Beetle, but there's not that much of it to work with. I got what I got. That's not a land. They also didn't get a land. Couple of guys not having lands. If you're wondering why I'm not throwing down these, it's because once I get 1 more land, then I can Foundry Inspector and, like, drop these for each 1 mana, which, like, refunds them. Shuffler is having a gaff. They discarded a land. Hey, that's not an artifact. It does kill the reality chip, though. This is just another counter spell. 2 people not getting what they need. I'll play the Arcane Signet. That's right! I have a 3rd mana source. You also have one, and you just can't use it right now because you have no legendary creatures or planeswalkers. Arena Shuffler knows what's up. I'm considering requesting from Twitch a front page slot for the Final Fantasy set. I had done one last year, but I want to get to show off the set because I know it's going to be cool. Alright, I'm gonna go Mind Stone into Orb. Yeah, it'd be fun being on a front page of Twitch and being like, hey guys, what's up? We're all here to be nerds about Final Fantasy collectively. Hi, Hangerback Walker. They can run the artifact that makes a Hangerback Walker in their deck. I wish I could run that in this deck, but it is a white artifact. But between Hangerback Walker and Marketback Walker, there's some cool stuff you can do. Time to mill! You mill, I mill, we all mill. The thrill of the mill. I have got third land before you did. Okay, another mana rock. This one usable. And we're milling, we're putting some things in our graveyard. As I mentioned before, because their deck is going to be artifact creatures, this doesn't actually do that much for me. It's just fun. And that's what I'm here for. I like to have a silly time. And I'll swing in for 3. And now all of my things have ward pay 2 life. Now they could play Breya this next turn, and I'm ready for it. I'm going to hold up Wash Away, but not Memory Lapse. I don't think it's worth the effort. I had milled 2 non-lands. I have some stuff that interacts with the graveyard, like Forgefire Automaton. I'm not running like the artifact that generates another artifact into the graveyard from the alchemy sets. Don't mind me, I'm just looking to see if there's any inspiration in their graveyard. I have both of these in my deck. A Toxic Deluge? Okay. Nice Thopter. And we're milling, we're doing it again, we're doing it some more. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Wonderful. Yep. All right. Very neat. Tarian's Journal. I think I'm just going to eat my Mesmeric Orb. I have enough things in my graveyard to do whatever my deck would want to do, especially with, like, the Tarian's Journal I mentioned before. I have some graveyard stuff. This is some of my graveyard stuff. I could use a land. It's almost a land. No, use the Mind Stone. Make it at least look like a mana drain. Marionette Apprentice is going to make her own apprentice. The Servo, the littlest buddy in the whole wide world. Now they could throw that chainsaw onto the Thopter and then swing in with it. If they do that, well, that's all right. I have managed to get lands now. They are still on 2, which, I mean, they discarded 1. That was a fetch, and I milled 2, but only 2. Oh my gosh, you guys, look! It's a 4th mana for next turn! I'm gonna try. Try to get them to use, like, counter magic on the 1-target Cyclonic Rift on a Cold Steel Heart. Am I being rude? Yes. But, like, they wash away my commander. Like, I'm not gonna do the same thing. Okay, so they had Bolt. They had Lightning Bolt. This comes in tapped for extra frustration. Oh, I could destroy their Mox Amber. Oh, if you're wondering, this will also shut off their other artifacts. Comes a 0/0 and it dies. I'll swing in for 1. Oh, why are all the cards looking like this? Because I'm recording this on April Fool's Day. Happy April Fool's Day, everyone! The real prank in Magic was us getting the Deadpool Secret Lair, which I made a little video set just telling people, hey, guess what? There's a secret lair. Yes, it's real. If you're interested in secret lairs, maybe you can go get it. It will probably sell out. So yeah, they can't use their artifacts, including their commander. So I don't feel like the counter spells are as necessary here since they only have 2 mana. You're hearing low stock warnings are popping up on the secret lair. What time is it? It's about 2 hours after it went on sale. That's tricky. Isn't Springleaf a mana ability? It doesn't matter if it's a mana ability. Karn shuts off mana abilities. Right? Oh no, is it just any activated? I thought that they also shut those off. Maybe it's just like treasures and stuff because you have to like activate and sacrifice. Yeah, they can't equip the chainsaw.
Our coalition has seen better days.
If you use a parallax card or a full art, like a specialty one, you don't get the old border. Karn stops mana abilities because he's a jerk. Yeah, I was pretty sure he does. Karn is in this deck because he can return the exiled cards from the exhaust ability. Which is, you know, neat. Also, they got a 3rd land. Hooray! Is this just for today? I assume so. Yeah, because there was the Mycosynth Lattice Karn, which was twofold. Your opponent can't use the lands, and also you could activate it on a land because they're artifacts, right, to destroy them. Ooh, hi Tezzeret. You're cute. Would you like to tap this for mana? Or are they just salt roping? Listen, this has been an awkward game for both of us. Do you want to play Breya? No, they're playing Solitude. So they'll pay 2 life to hit Winter. I don't know why you're so adamant on removing Winter, but okay. He really doesn't do anything. I guess, you know what? He would kill Solitude. I spoke out of line. He would have done that. All right, what do we got? What artifacts do I have in the graveyard that I'd want to return? Something like Virus Beetle, maybe. I can use the claw, but like, this is not, to me, the claw turn. I feel like maybe setting up the 1 ring. I have some card draw. Forge Fire could be fun. Whee! Any of the creatures get a discount. I was considering doing, doing Forge Fire Automaton for the same reason. But the way I see it, that's like the Forge Fire, the same as this, will just be chump blocking. So I want something that has an enter the battlefield ability. This way I can block both in the air and on the ground. Do you think Sparky will ever get his own card? Was the Aetherspark, does that not count? Aetherspark has a Sparky secret lair. Oh, they're sinking this into stupor. And then are you going to equip the chainsaw on the flyer to kill the Tezzeret, or would you rather gain life? Oh, looks like they're just passing a combat. Both swinging in. Is it equip 2 or equip 3? Oh, it's equip 3. Never mind, they couldn't have. Why did I think it was equip 2? Because I'm thinking of the swords of Blinkety Blank. Let's go for Unctus. A free Ornithopter of Paradise, now with a buff. Winter can come on out to play. And now that I'm set up, we hit him with the claw! What a subdued game. Solitude is now a 10 power lifelinker, thanks to the absurd number of counters on there. And this is gonna blow their mind, because I don't know, they seem determined to think that this deck is you know, good. I mean, I'm well supported by the fact that counter spells exist. But my plan here, like, I'm a Tarian's Journal gamer. They are not letting me counter this Breya. I am sitting here on this wash away, and they know I'm sitting here on a wash away. No! I need that for my graveyard shenanigans! That can eat my graveyard. Oh, I can eat it. Okay, that's fine then. Never mind. False alarm. We're good. Everybody, we're good. The claw. I mill. Hey, listen, Breya, I know this has been a weird game for both of us. Do you want to block? I think the first deck I played with this winter deck was against a Mendicant core, and so it was just like, alright, I guess I sure can give non-artifact creatures -X until end of turn. Not sure if I'd want that, but I could. The Claw does choose who will stay and who will go. I love the Claw. I feel like if you were to build this deck, there's a different version you could build that would probably have more mana rocks in it. It would have Tezzeret as a commander, but it would be similar. It would be Dimir artifacts, and oh, cool. The commander would probably do a bit more. GG, Breya. Or like, weird game. You know what? WG. Weird game, Breya. The Gitrog monster. Gitrog monster is going to be putting lands in the graveyard. That's the big thing. Puts lands in graveyards. It's a land-based, usually ramp and recycling commander. You do some self-milling. You do a lot of different things to get lands in the graveyard for Gitrog. But hopefully I'll be able to stop their strategy. As they ramp, though, things are going to get kind of scary. I do want to keep both of those cards. They're both very good for me. Especially having a counter spell for the Gitrog monster whenever it eventually comes out here. I'm just going to start with Winter, though. Look, it's Winter! He's not that scary! Yeah, they'll be doing lots of landfall, I believe, too. Oh, hey, Vraska. Would you like to destroy Winter? No, they're just plussing. She has a ton of loyalty, so I can't kill her unless I get a kill spell. Guess I'll go for a swing then. And now they're up to, I guess, sort of 4 mana. It depends on, like, /5 mana. It really does depend on what they have. I could have Sir Ginger to kill Vraska here, but I want to just hold up this counter spell, because I'm worried about what they can play this turn. Like, you could tap a land, sacrifice it to Vraska. Nope, they're actually sacrificing Vraska and paying life to kill Winter. As I've said in, like, all of the games I play with this, he's not that scary. He's a 3/2. But that does put something in their graveyard for escape shifting? Okay. I don't have any of my things that care about the number of lands. So yeah, I'll let you grab 4 lands out of your deck. Not used to seeing that without like a landfall. I assume they're gonna try to bring them all back with Lumra or a similar card next turn. making sure it can't be countered. That's fine. I'm not dependent on counter spells. They're just nice. And they're filling up their deck with these. Hi, Nick. To orb or not to orb? That is the question. I can hold up a counterspell for a thing that could bring stuff back, too. I'll do that. Because I don't think it's going to be Frog. I don't think you play the Frog until you have a bit more lands. Because, like, you can play an extra land with the Frog. And, like, go for the mill. Try to hit something here. Yeah, that's got horror named. That's a frog horror. They milled Tireless Provisioner. Okay, that's not bad for me. I'm 1 mana away from a big stinky here. I will play Orb. Because I know what I love, and it is Orb. All things Orb. Getting the mana versus dealing the damage. I want to deal the damage. Bop it. I have to sacrifice a land. They mill. They did mill a land, so they will draw a card. Mossborn Hydra. That is something worth countering. Hydra, not a horror, is counterable. I'll take 6. Ooh, there's the lands for the turn. Big Stinky, taking out Big Frog. And I'll gain 6 life, and then swing in for 3 damage. Oh, how the life totals change. I think we already saw Terra Sunder get milled. No, I hallucinated that. I think I saw one of their fancy pants lands and was like, that's a Terra Sunder. It's not, Amy. Why would you think that? Mill me. They got milled, and that's 7 damage. We love when artifacts do things. Oh, somebody's asking a rules-related question about swapping abilities on cards because of the new Deadpool card. And the answer is, it won't steal abilities. There'd have to be something weird going on, but I would say, check with a judge. When in doubt, ask a judge. Judges know things about Magic cards that I don't know. This has Menace, so I can still get some damage through. And decide if I want to go for Ward or Munch and stuff. I'm gonna go for Ward. Surveil that, because I'm going to want things that do damage with this Palantir. Yeah, it's like talking about, like, lab maniacing things and Thassa's oracling things. That all gets very complicated. EDH problems. I do look forward to stealing some things' abilities, though. Everybody knows I like doing crime. Not commit a crime. That's just interacting. I like to do a crime. Oh, so my lovely partner is coming into the room right now.
April Fools. It's a regular croissant.
It's
regular.
It's a cube. It's a cube.
April Fools, it's a cube. It's not regular at all.
That's so sweet of you to get me this totally normal, regular pastry that I've... It's the cube sant, yeah!
Do you want any Grey tea or anything to have with that?
I would love some tea. Some Earl Grey tea to go with my cube would be wonderful. Thank you, sweetie. What was I doing? Oh, Phyrexian Flesh Gourd. That's mine! Hey, that's mine! What the heck? What the heck? Man! That makes this way harder for me. I could still swing in Noxious Gearhulk to trade with something, and I like that idea, so I am going to do that. Hey, Burger King, thank you for the sub. Cube. This will gain them a bunch of life. My Sir Ginger will grow. And I can flip my Tarian's Journal. No, I don't want lands. I have lands. Okay, they gave me a Bible. They can now replay all of these lands from their graveyard, which is going to be huge with the fact that it also doubles certain triggers. Now, this Bauble is going to be able to kill the Tireless Provisioner. If I can get there. If I discard it, I won't be able to. What, relationship goals? Get you a girl. Get you a man who gives you cubes. Yeah, I don't want to discard because I want to use the Bauble to hit this Provisioner because I'm worried about it. I don't want to eat Sir Ginger. Okay, I kind of want to eat Sir Ginger. I'm not gonna eat Sir Ginger. All right, we start with the old Bibble Bobble. Get them a them that does that for you. Yeah! Yeah! Bye, Molt Tender. I won't be able to use it until next turn, so I can wait. And wait, I shall. I guess actually they're gonna be making me draw. So I guess I should do it right now. Oh, too late. Yeah, because I let that go in the stack. That's fine. This way I'm leaving open my mana in case I need to use my... Oh, no. I'm not going to have any basics left after this, am I? So that's a Sundering Titan getting cloned. And remember, landfalls are doubled. They won't have to destroy their own swamps until my swamps are all gone. Pardon? Mm-hmm. Yep. You need to let me respond. Game? Game. Respond. Crying. Help. That's rude. Mass land destruction. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of 7/10s too. Guys, it's fine. If I were to somehow destroy that, they would have to sacrifice lands now. I don't have 11 power. I have 10 power among these. If I had sacrificed, I guess, the Grim Bauble and triple blocked, sure. Now there's a board wipe in this deck. It's fine. Nice swamp that's gonna get destroyed. Okay, what and or who is in my graveyard that I can afford to cast? I have 4 mana after using this. Oh, is it Rusco? Do I have to use Winter? Hold up. Do I have 10 artifacts after that giant mill? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. My basic land addiction is biting me. No, only 7 even. Okay. This is gonna be a rough one. The Flesh Gorger gets me the most defense. This gets me the most resources. I'm gonna go Thought Monitor. Oh, it's an artifact creature. I thought for some reason I thought it was an Eldrazi, like a colorless. It's not. Yeah. So that's a problem for me. I can't destroy Sundering Titan with Winter. Winter is useless to me. Dang it, Winter! Thank you, sweetie. Honestly, you're so sweet. How do I eat cube croissant?
Oh, they didn't tell me.
Oh, I'm like afraid
It's a regular croissant. Just bite into it. Use with mouth.
I'm scared. Nick, I'm scared.
Come on, Chad wants to see the cube.
They're gonna destroy my guy. How do I consume the cube? Help! Doesn't matter, I'm not gonna have the mana to cast any of this. My plan is to eat Sir Ginger. Very shapely. Yeah, that's my meal under. I'm alive! Wait, there's a filling. Peanut butter? It's like, I'm trying to see if this can't be countered. Why won't it let me check it? Arena? Okay. I'm pretty sure they did cast it with this. Yeah, put the square in the square hole, which is my mouth. It does have pistachios on it. What a strange food. Is it good? It's a croissant with a filling. It's strange. Okay. They didn't go for more land destruction. One, two, three. Oh, I don't have enough to cast anything else after. Okay. Let's cast from the graveyard. Make him discard. Marionette Apprentice. I guess if I'd gone for that first, it would have gotten me slightly more. Surgical Metamorph, great. I can copy the Sundering Titan and destroy their lands. Baleful Mastery. I think it's a little late for that one. Please, mill. I don't want card draw, I want mill. Oh, Chronophage in chat says that they started altering cards as a hobby, but it's becoming an addiction. What can you do? Keep painting, because painting is fun, and so is exploring your hobbies. I can make them lose 2 life by sacrificing this to make enough mana to sacrifice this. But it's not going to be enough. Even with Cube Sant. The Cube Croissant does not give me Indestructible. I'm pretty sure they could have just, like, attacked at the start of the turn and not done any of this. But, you know, they're trying to play around. I do have open mana. I get it. So we block, and we block, and we block. And I will take the game actions I have open to me, which is... that... and that. Maybe I should be playing Cube Draft. It's a sign. It's a sign. Oh, hey. If I had 7 mana, you'd be real scared. I'm so dead. GG, Gitrog monster. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Winter Cursed Rider is one of the less important parts of his own deck, but because he gives that ward, and he has that ward, and he's a 3/2, certain decks need to take him out. And if they're only running a lot of targeting removal, they're going to have to pay that ward cost over and over again. But you saw that some of our best games, well, Winter didn't come out that much because he didn't need to. It's very hard to set up for his exhaust ability, but it's still fun to get to do a little like self-milling type stuff. We even have some reanimation off cards like Vat of Rebirth. And whenever you manage to pull it off, Demonic Junker and similar all feel really fun to get to play. Because we are in Dimir colors, this deck is also very well supported by kill spells and counter spells, because counter spells are incredibly valuable in 1v1 Magic. Brawl, you know how it is. You play a mana drain early, sometimes you just win the game because of it. I don't think that happened with this deck today, but it's definitely happened before plenty of times. If you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description of the video, and if you would like to suggest a commander from Dragonstorm, which is coming out in like a week, oh my gosh, it's so soon, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you just like want to see another commander in the meantime, I'm probably going to be like revisiting and brewing some random older commanders that I haven't gotten around to before. Who knows, maybe I'll build another artifacts deck like Breya, because I haven't built Breya yet, and it would be fun to try. Thank you again so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.